DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, this is tag number 2. I've just finished Jasmine's tag, and this is Dave Nicholson's Saturday 7 question tag. So let's just jump right into it. It could be complicated, I think. Let me see. Question 1. What challenge or trial in your life made you a much stronger person? Well, I think actually, all of a sudden, I'm thinking of when I was between two jobs, and you have a family, and you've got a mortgage, and unemployment insurance here in Switzerland is good. So I mean, I was happy for that because I was earning thanks to the unemployment insurance. So that was okay. But you only have unemployment insurance for a certain amount of time. And like I say, in that respect, the conditions here in Switzerland are very good. But still, I mean, that's a challenge where you wonder, like, okay, how much of a reconversion as far as my career am I ready to do? How far will I be ready to work away from home? And so on and so on. And it makes you a stronger person in a sense is that you have to go and dig deep into yourself, dig deep into your faith. And overall, I mean, when I think about that period, I realized that it was actually something that was good. Mrs. DC and I, we like to chat about it, and we say that we learned in that period that we could survive once we'll be retired, and so on, and stuff like that. And also, I mean, it's just like it is that thing of living by faith. But living by faith doesn't mean doing nothing. And that was a whole bunch of things like that. It's so easy to say, well, thoughts and prayers, for example. The expression. But when you're in it, you have to learn how to use those thoughts and prayers. And yeah, anyway, that answers the question. Question 2. Have you figured out what your passion in life is? I think that is something that kind of moves. It's a curve in your life. You might have one passion when you're younger, and well, I mean, I wasn't a sports person, but I mean, like some people, go from sports to coaching, for example, when they age, or something like that. When you're in science, like I was, at first you're all gung ho on something, and then, like I went, for example, into a field where I like to look at the big picture of something. Was it my passion? Sometimes I wonder if it really was. I think that right now, um, my family is probably my passion in life. I mean, I thought, when I'd be retired, that I would only do photography, only do this, only do geocaching, only do that, and finally, it all takes a second place uh, to the family, and the fact that one has, I can be devoted to them. Family, I mean, my wife, my kids, my grandkids. In that respect, yeah. It's probably not the answer to the question that you're expecting, but it's the one that speaks to me. Question 3. Do you believe that a relationship should have spontaneity to keep it interesting? Oh, there certainly needs to be a certain amount of spontaneity. It kind of like, it's a bit of spice, isn't it? At the same time, that's another thing that evolves over time. I mean, you can have the same maybe amount of spontaneity for the same things, but you'll have spontaneity for other stuff. If you're in a relationship, what is pretty good is if you're not both the same. For example, in our relationship with Mrs. DC, we're actually quite different characters on many things. I'm the more spontaneous person, and luckily she's the one who tempers me so that I don't go and continuously do stupid things. And at the same time, I've learned maybe now uh, to deal with that. I often laugh because I say it. If I just did everything that I wanted to, we'd probably be bankrupt and would not be probably living half as good as we are now. Anyway, yeah. So the answer to that is yeah, there's a certain amount of spontaneity, definitely. Question 4. What was the most impulsive thing that you bought? Impulsive. Let me see. Probably a camera lens. Yeah, those things are really expensive, and I really wanted it, so I bought it. Yeah, that might be one. I've bought a lot of things on impulsion, actually, usually electronics. Yeah, that's probably it. Question 5. What one place you have been you would like to revisit? I've already answered that in the last tag, actually. I'd like to go back to Ireland again and again and again. Okay, in County Cork in particular. Question 6. What? Oh, I just lost. Just a minute. I just lost the picture. I mean the file. I got it back. Okay, question 6. What was the most vivid dream that you had? Strange, I have most of the dreams I've been having actually since I retired often are about work, but in a weird way. But that doesn't actually answer the question. What was the most vivid dream that I've had? Usually the most vivid dreams are the scary ones. Like when you're trying to run and it's like if you were in mud and you just can't seem to move. Things like that. I hate those type of dreams. That's probably the most vivid ones, and they were nightmares in a way. Otherwise, what were the most vivid dreams? It's funny. I think that for some reason, I guess I tend to remember more the nightmare ones. I've had other dreams, but they're not coming to me right now. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Question 7. What was the most powerful emotion that you ever felt? I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I mean, I think it was holding my firstborn, being a father. Yeah, that was probably the most powerful emotion. Yeah. I fear that the next one will probably be when I'll be going away forever, but maybe I'll never even know when it happens. But the most powerful emotion I've ever felt, yeah, I'd say being a father and holding your firstborn. Yeah, that is a very powerful one. So I'm up to 9 minutes, so I will stop here. Thanks, Dave. Good set of questions again. So I'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a good week. Bye-bye. There we are.